The level of respect of guns down here in Texas is so different than how I grew up. Even though you may not have a gun or you may not like guns, it seems like the people down here respect that. They respect that guns are such a deep-rooted tradition. My husband had grown up in Scouts. From a time he was a Cub Scout to a Boy Scout into the venturing and explorer post, he was still very active in the scouting world. So, of course, when we met, I got active as well. I grew up in Girl Scouts. One of the things, obviously, I wanted to continue on was my shooting and instruction. The Boy Scouts of America require any of the instructors in any of the shooting disciplines to have their NRA certification in that particular shooting discipline. Primary rule of gun safety: always, always, always keep your firearm pointed in a safe direction. I am a NRA certified rifle instructor. I am an NRA certified shotgun instructor. I'm an NRA certified pistol instructor. I am an NRA certified range safety officer. So I have all those certifications behind me, and I obviously keep them current because I use them to teach the Scouts. I believe that if you start your education as young as you possibly can around outdoor safety, gun safety, your young people, these are our future leaders. These are our future voters. These are the people that have values that we're trying to instill, to build, to strengthen, to solidify their values, and to respect the resource, to respect the firearm, to respect their right as a citizen to own that firearm. And it's critical that we get that education into the young people. I have 4 boys. We try to raise our kids with the value of, living close with the land and respecting nature and respecting and appreciating wildlife. Scouts is reinforcing what we are teaching them at home. Leave no trace, leave it better than you found it. That's their whole mission and motto, and it's such a perfect fit for my boys. And I think if we don't capture our children at this young age and get them excited about the outdoors, get them excited about their living things around them, we're going to lose them to video games. We're going to lose that critical connection that our kids have to wildlife. If you get the women involved, you've got the family involved, because if she gets it, the whole family gets it. And that herein lies the creation of, I believe, all of the opportunities now for more women to get confident. A lot of women didn't grow up in the outdoors. I look at myself for that example. I didn't necessarily grow up knowing much about guns, knowing anything about guns. I knew I liked them. I knew one day I wanted to own them, but I didn't know where to start. I think too many times women who don't grow up in the outdoors, women who don't grow up around guns, there's a fear there, obviously. If you fear the unknown, if you're not aware of what's out there, if you're not comfortable with what's out there, you tend to avoid it. I want to help educate those people, help show them and build their confidence that you can own a gun. You don't necessarily have to pull that trigger. It's the experience of being out in nature. There are life lessons that I have never learned in a classroom that can only be stumbled upon and worked through and taught and instilled in me in the field. We do everything as a family. I want to make sure that those kids are raised with those family traditions of the outdoors, raised with those values, raised with that ownership. And I know one day is going to come when our boys are going to grow up and move out and have families of their own, and they're not going to want to be hanging out with mom and dad all the time. But for right now, we're going to capture every opportunity we can to keep that together.